become ferocious like jungle cats with two fangs. Take the advice of Wu-Tang. Protect your neck or you'll get bicycle kicked like Liu Kang. I lie in wait as you violate all my jungle laws. I become a black panther with paws and razor sharp claws. My cat form gives me the ability to pounce with the grace and agility of a tiger. They fire shots which killing me. 3 MCs run in different directions and sections. I transform into a cheetah, I mean I can catch it in seconds. Now as a human, my lyrics are the most pleasing, but in the form of a lion, I aim straight for your throat region. There's no reason for you to venture where my caves are. I possess the speed of a puma, like Marshall Bravestar. Word is born, the emperor be the dawn, chasing rap crooks out of my jungle book like Shere Khan. Your days are numbered, your rap styles are going under. Stunt ya. Some rap clown tried to hunt me down like Kraven the Hunter. See around my way, this is how we do intruders. Mankind can't rhyme like the true lion of Judah. Down goes another rapper. Down goes another rapper. Down goes another rapper. Down goes another rapper. Dip, dip, dive. I socialize with sharp knives in the dark part of the jungle where Tarzan cannot survive. I've been on the trail of an MC, followed your scent, secretly invaded your camp and got all up in your tent. Invent rhymes out of the norm and I transform into a cobra. Inject venom into your system, now your rap career is over. Told ya, I am the inventor who transforms like a fensor. Made from the finest leaders on earth like Serpentor. You rap fakes, best to slam on the brakes. As my stylized weight like a diamond back straight with weight. When MC saw me slither in, he let his tool click. Fire gunshot, wow. He caught the mule kick. Straight to the dome, I had to drop the disbelief.
Finally, an immortal is here. We have a mechanoid problem here. Get to my position. You'll see what's going on.
So I politely took flight, shook off my black and white stripes. I'm still a horse, of course, but now a Bronco. And when I charge, things will always fall apart like Okonkwo. Come at me with the wrong flow. I swell heads like bells from the gong show. I'm all that great gorilla from the Congo. But wait, those other two MCs gonna take it rhymes great with lines like these. I swing through the trees like a primate. From a vine I hung. When MC's up and I swung, he knew my arms were powerful like Mighty Joe Young. Now here's a side note to add on to the session. Go ask Roddy McDowell, or maybe talk to Ezra about the Emperor on wax, CDs and tapes, and they'll say there's no escape from the planet of the apes. From the jungles of Guyana to the Alps of Nova Scotia, quotes the lyrics that are too ferocious for poachers.
These are the remains of a mechanoid ship. That was where the signal came from.
Like a good Indian
I knew it was still functioning.
Yep, no rap job is too tough for me to tackle. I am the Egyptian god Anubis, body of a man, head of a jackal. Back to attack you. It's the black Jew. On stage I go into a rage like the Minotaur, and in my maze is where I trap you. See most MCs front the row like psychotics. I'm high tech like robotics, deep like undersea aquatics. And I'm
the Rethiarius is badly damaged. What is this series? I can't tell. Never seen them before.
What do you know? It seems
Were the Oculots trying to repair it?
Searching for a buried treasure, flipping rhymes in his scuba gear. Yo, I know you can. Man, I'm hot like Atlanta. We about to do battle like Aquaman and Black Panther.
The Oculots seem to be looking for something in the debris, and scissors are protecting them. I get rid of both to be safe.
I'm a great black shark and my length is 20 feet. Into Davy Jones' locker is where I put that ass to sleep. The other diver, he had a flow sort of identical. Now I'm an octopus with 84 inch tentacles. As far as skills, he doubted the emperors. So I wrapped around his neck and then I crushed his vocal cords. The last thing seen through the jail, decided to pull his steel. I think it's time for him to feel the shock of a black electric meal. For real, I threw rap notes filled with folks that brothers ran around like Captain Ahab. I crushed his boat, then I became the worst animal of all. The last emperor of MCs, aka Hassan Jamal. You all know it, more powerful, time consuming. That's when I realized that the champion was human. To all my brothers in the underground, for all my soldiers who protected our ground. In the underground, where all the wickedness is found. In the underground, who got the beats and the rhythms that pound. It's the underground. Come hear me now, feel me. This is hardcore music. God's war music, the heart of hip-hop, the blood that flows through it, made for the chosen people that'll win the bribe. Though they sentence us to death, we still keep it live. Who bring the heat to these streets where we dropping these rhymes? With the power that's refined and them cowards can't find. Who reveals God's design? Cause it's finally time to speak out for those who live below the poverty lines.
Careful. There's a heavy Secutor over there. It looks like it's guarding a transmitter. Be ready for a fight.
There is a message that we try and bring. Underground is where we cry and sing. Some them kill for fun, but we not run, cause we got guns. In the face of oppression, we fire back and that's without no question.
There are fragments of large cubes nearby. Take a look around. They could be guarded by mechanoids.
Brace yourself for the awesomest pair. When Cocoa Beans pawn deck, put the trees in the air. This time we came to represent the place we from. Rocktown, New York, take the next one. Now, take a step to respect this set of me. Stepped up, pioneers in the industry. Real S-T-double-E-L-E. In the beast, smoke beat, my B&C. Last in 6-15 on four. We roll up a dub sack right before we have to perform. Me and the band that I just mentioned, we get it on in these Brooklyn trenches. We regulate when you tell Jake our structure.
The mechanoids are aware of your presence and are prepared to fight. I caught sight of a Prism Series Secutor in these ruins. It's very dangerous, so be careful.
Twist up and I spread my love. That's the beat gateway, the only way I know how to be. See me in the sun of Brooklyn on the side of me, break.
Let the world bear witness as hip-hop spreads from America, the UK, and even to the some fake politicians label it as a threat with the attack of the last and still and dead. I went from West Philadelphia to Bucktown. Buck Daddy O said, hit him with the rough sounds. Bobby Simmons, co-beat the drums down, or go Emperor to shut the whole club down. Prince Paul brings the cuts and scratches in, attacking it, man, you know history once again. Mics and fight urban decay. I make the crowd sway in a dangerous way. Point blank, this ain't a game, motherfuckers don't play. I create fresh rhymes with a lava method. I put it out, a few rappers try to catch it. The type of MC that they don't invite to sessions. I come real, and they're just composite sketches. We brought the band back for a live track. It ain't a that, man, y'all niggas can't rewind that. Who got the heat now, y'all know where to find that. And you can catch me out back where the dime's at.
It ain't nothing like Bucktown music. When you smoking on a 9-5 cruising, or when you with a dime chick getting booted, and the big truck system up moving. You like it cause you choose it. Many commercial MCs misuse it, but the name of the game is rapture. You rap actors meet these rap masters. Break.
It's like a Kodak moment, frozen in time. So baby, won't you show me a smile? Now wait a minute, girl, you know you a fly. Back and over your high, truly divine. Now show me a sign. I want you to remember, but you won't even try. You really can. Who would have thought that our worlds would collide? On the corner of hello and goodbye, but I won't deny. I'm lonely inside, familiar faces in the crowd, and she overlooks mine. You know I've got pride, you know I won't lie. The memory of you is still next to my mind. Come on. I don't really think I know you, but it's nice to see you again, someone that I barely spoke to. Yesterday we seemed like old friends who really care. I wonder if I told you. Here we go, no wait, that depends, do you really care? Should I even try taking a risk? I see the years have been good to you, miss.
The fragments are glowing. It looks like the mechanoids have partially restored these ships. Hurry! These machines are very dangerous.
Move! So tell me, what's been doing your life? Is there another love to doing you right? That's when you have been around the world twice. Sunsets in Morocco, see Paris at night. And then you looking for my every delight. Live for life's eternal journey for the one I invite. Come on. Can I be the one you're close to? Would you tell me every secret, someone that you gave your heart to?
humanoid transmitter is sending out signals. We need to switch it off before reinforcements arrive.
I want to be the only one that you trust. I hope you know that this is more than a crush. But let me show you if you're not in a rush. Exactly how much I want you to touch. You should have been the one I took to the prom. And those should be my children that are calling me mom. Chuck, you live there. You would have made an incredible babies. Now if you can't enjoy the friendly affair, then every memory is meant to be shared. From the length of your hair, to the signature you wear. They make me realize the chance that I missed. For us to embrace and share a passionate kiss. I waited 10 years before asking you this, but yo, for someone else you drove here. When your heart was too much, leaving, there is no more pain to go through. Hey, right now love's in season, do you really care? Listen, if I were to hold you, would you hold me back or even if we're not in love like old fools? Baby, can we at least pretend to
The interference is gone. Watch out, there's a Talisman Series Secutor nearby.
Now if I loved you, would you love me back? Would you confess that I was the best that you've ever had? Would you allow me to hold you, show you exotic lands? Well, there's no need to look any further. You got your man. Turn off the lights. Let me close the door. Two bodies, one common cause, a million ways to explore. Would you be willing to be empress to an every war? Stop running, come get something you never felt before. Now that I got it, never let another take it from me. You need it, I can see it, I can tell by the way you touch me. Long for me when I'm gone, although while thinking of me. Allow me one moment in time, I'ma make you love me. Now if I loved you, would you love me back? Would you confess that I was the best that you've ever had? Would you allow me to hold you, show you exotic lands? Don't get any further, you got your man. Is it that you desire, your highness? Ask, I listen. Someone above the average, thug, a man of vision. Let me be your knight in shining armor, a man with riches. Be the genie in your magic land, then grant your wishes. Play the starring role, be the leading actor. Let me be the Mark Antony to your Cleopatra. The only protector once I got you. Let me get at you. Quicken your pulse, have your heart beating faster. Be the master of your happiness to keep it whole. Be the spouse, come and live in my house and be your home. Would you accept it?
The demonic energy of this place is killing all living things in the area, but not you. Give it some thought when you have a minute to spare.
Everybody come with me, let's take a ride. Turn the system up loud, let it amplify. Look around the town and let the sounds lead you. Everywhere I see the remnants of a proud people. Where little girls find their way in the world through mama. And little guys see the world through the eyes of fathers. Everybody wanna learn how to earn a dollar. But we know there's more to the hood than urban squalor. Now, I don't mean to take up your time, but I just wanna know what's on your mind. Whether work is hard to find, unemployment line, or got a job on your grind doing overtime. Don't be ashamed, you got your pride to maintain. After the rain, the sun will shine. There will be better weather for everyone, though we all move to the beat of a different drum. Passing the time and I'm popping away, like when it's ready, sitting down, talking to me. I got a long way to go in this world, but hey, I take pride in the fact that I'm alive today. Everybody on the east side, come on, let me know that you got your pride. Everybody on the west side, come on, let me know that you got your pride. Everybody on the north side, come on y'all, show me you got your pride. And everybody on the south side, come on, let me know that you got your pride. Now let's ride. Summertime to keep it hot, will I ever reach the time? It's time to move the block, finish my to get a shot. Mellow but sober when I'm in the car, so I can ride to the guitar. I hear the music, I'm compelled to follow. The barrio becomes a city of El Dorado. Mexican city that's paved the road, made sacred by the ancients in days of old. Brown pride, they got it down to the science, that's right. Olmecs, Aztecs, and Mayans. Rhyme the colors like that. Yeah, I hear my brown brothers hollering. Freedom fighters, to the bandoleros, to the old man wearing a tan sombrero. From the food and the music, that's La Fiesta, to the afternoon nap, that's La Siesta. Never let the word is recipe the same, but I love it too much to ever keep away. Beautiful brown people in the streets today, who show me love when I'm driving through East LA. And they say, everybody on the east side, come on, let me know that you got your pride. Everybody on the west side, come on, let me know that you got your pride. Everybody on the north side, come on y'all, show me you got your pride. And everybody
said that man can create anything he can imagine.
Every now and then when I'm home alone, in my modern day hut made of iron and stone, I pull out my imaginary microphone and weave tales of adventure that are all my own. This is your opportunity to listen in. If you're cooling by yourself or maybe with some friends. From the young bucks up to senior citizens, I make them get up and feel like kids again. But if you don't understand, then take a seat as I take you to the land of make-believe. Mr. Gray has come to display his greatest feats. You want a snack? Well, relax, cause you're in for a treat. What I write comes to life so people can get busy and live on well after these same people forget me. Your attention surrendered by the great pretender. Come on and say it with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. The great pretender. 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 Check it. Check out the #1 style. From a small town where imaginations run wild. And if this is a race, I should pick up the pace. So the line between reality and myth is erased. Like a Grand Prix driver or a traffic cop or a deep sea diver or an astronaut. More than a player, I'm like the ultimate teammate. For girls that care, I'm the ultimate dream date. Who goes by the name of the great pretender. I don't discriminate because of race nor gender. A high seas pirate with a wiry frame. And if I don't float your boat, I'll retire me name. Or play the role of a politician and run for the Senate. Fit a lifetime of rhymes into a couple of minutes. See, Prince Paul's taking on another apprentice who fights for hip-hop. Better than a public defendant who got sick and tired of the skits that others were writing. I couldn't take it and replaced it with something exciting. With my own imagination, I made it in showbiz. It's the great pretender. Y'all know what it is.
The imagination is literally the workshop wherein are fashioned all plans created by man. The impulse, the desire is given shape, form, and action through the aid of the imaginative faculty of the mind.
Outside the boundaries of time and space, where the most bizarre things are now commonplace. Alongside the producer who provides the bass, stands a lone pretender who's known to rock the place and told great stories that you can take with you. Remembered as an artist who painted great pictures, to be a great speaker as well as a great listener. So someday I'll hear the stories the angels might whisper. So tell the great kings and peasants as well, from the mountains that they conquer to the valleys they dwell. Don't let life's greatest book be pulled from the shelves. The GP signing off. Take care of yourselves.
Well, young lad, you've done a great service to the kingdom and the land upon which it rests. Your job here is finished. How dost thou feel?
Yo, man, you know, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? They gave me a fancy new outfit and whatnot, some armor and, you know, got a little sword piece, man. I'm just, you know,
this uplifting cinematic experience.
I've got something important to tell you. The big story is... dig it and dig it deep.
What if I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and they became arch enemies? Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems, the Emperor and Stan Lee will coach the two opposing teams. Keep it clean, no bats, no gas, guns, or interference. Comic book characters will go head up with raw lyrics. Now I take whoever might be on break from doing tours and have them signed up for the last Emperor secret war. Sure, for that kind of capacity, we need a crazy large arena that might stretch from West Philadelphia to East Medina. If I'm able, I'd put it on pay-per-view through my label and give free tickets to my neighborhood bums with no cable. Yeah, that sounds fat. Now that we squared away the propositions, let's begin with the ultimate tough man competition. Set it off, it's the fight of the century. KRS and Professor X will battle each other mentally with rhymes. These two team captains waste no time. Charles Xavier tried to invade Chris Parker's mind. He shot a cerebral probe at Chris's mind, but he missed it. Professor X taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics. Round 2, new fight, word to life, you gotta see this. Locked in Mortal Kombat is Dr. strange and the genius. Yeah, son, he's no match. Let that graphic wizard have it. My liquid sworn slashing straight through Dr. Strange's magic. Another hero down, and now the score is 2-0. My words from the genius, and he's still my rhyming hero. Now the next fight was conducted in a rough-like manner, specifically between Reggie Noble and Dr. David Banner. Or should I say the Incredible Hulk when he's amped off the gamma? Well, Reggie Noble soon became the Incredible Redman and slammed him. You know how Redman gets when his adrenaline starts pumping. Started skitzing in the ring, so then the Thing tried to jump in. Ben Grimm leaps into the ring, and after Redman he lunges, but Reggie Noble dropped him with 2 bricks and he punches. Rhymes by the bunches, bums get dirtier than Middle Eastern dungeons. Ready to set this like Detective Columbo in his hunches. While the refs clean out the ring, cause the last fight was so intense. Let's do a live interview with the brother named Common Sense. Yeah, it's Common Sense. A nice man tried to freeze me, so I took him to Chicago and told him to take it easy. He couldn't see me with my Applejack hat and high tops. Colossus and Cyclops, I got no idea why not. Look at Common Sense, yo, that last album was tight. Let me get back to the ring and evaluate the next fight. Now the next fight had to be the craziest of all times. We got Dr. Octopus
Versus the mighty Buster
Doc Ox versus Buster? Man, that stuff is dead. He'll get his 8 arms ripped off going up against the Dread.
Aha, now Dr. Octopus, who you think you grabbing? The God can never lose, so you know it will never happen. Lyrically making me sleepy, you need a nap when I slap you with my dreads. Lights out, you'll kiss the canvas. Before my eyes, I see the demise of another superhero. Next up is Roscos versus Magneto. Now anything goes when Magneto battles foes, but Roscos had him shivering, delivering ultramagnetic blows. Magneto is now deceased, and a wise man said it best. The sun rises in the east, but they can still set it in the west. And with all these heroes down, Stan Lee refuses to surrender. He got stormed from the X-Men as if I couldn't match the gender. Stan Lee shouts, Excelsior.
yo, Stan, you best to chill.
There's no match for
I guess
Storm.
he's never heard of Lauryn Hill. Now we all know Storm controls the temperature and weather. Started running off at the lip, and El Boog was like, whatever. She just got home from tour, she's a bit too tired to spar. So she clocked Storm over the head with my man Wyclef's guitar. All silence has ceased, out of nowhere comes the beast. Versus J-Wu, the damager, the black prophet from the east. Releasing rhymes that will pound you into the ground, there'll be no round 2. Another victory for hip-hop by the dirty rotten scoundrel. Now the underground sewer system that lies deep below the ring is where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and DOS Effects do their thing. Leonardo and Donatello, they well know that we can do this. So kick it, crazy, hit them both with broad sewing. Now Raphael and Michelangelo, those 2 other sewer brothers, Book smacked her with the DOS Effects logo, the manhole cover. Whether you're plant or animal, vegetable or miggity mineral, before you step to DOS Effects, you best be hard like a criminal. Taking you back to ringside just when you thought it was over. The last battle was brought forth by G.I. Joe and Cobra. Mercenaries and soldiers, G.I. Joe was rolling thick. But I'll get the military of hip-hop, aka the boot camp clique. World War III for 98 in the wake of all these troops. I could see General Buckshot going toe-to-toe with Duke. Salute the captain for rapping, cause now we know who's hard. Catching wreck like stealing tech up against the Crimson Guard. Charging after you, smashing you. Metaphorically bashing through the entire Joe team is OGC and Ruck the Irrational. Then all of a sudden I hear this real loud crack.
The military punisher, Big Rock, just broke Roadblock's back.
Adding insult to injury to Stan Lee and his team. We've got Weapon X from Canada, aka Wolverine. You know the routine, his claws can rip rappers for days. But here comes the Method Man, aka Johnny Blaze. Wolverine, you can't hang when Cow does his thing. Paralyze you with the venom from the Method Man's fang. This is the final battle as the stratosphere gets darker. We got Nasir Jones versus Peter Parker. Nasty Nas, the halftime headringer versus the web slinger. Illmatic versus Radioactive in the Rotten Apple with a deadlinger. He cursed the day that Spider ever bit him and gave him a copy of the second LP it was written. For all up and coming MCs, I've got a question. If I made a Secret Wars Part 2, would your name even be mentioned? Would you make the final cut? I make the nicest get their titles up, writing rhymes / fighting crimes like the Blue Falcon and Dino Mud. Stick around for the next battle / adventure. And if you see Stan Lee, tell him the last emperor sent ya. Sent ya. Sent ya. favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and made them arch enemies. Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems. The Emperor and Stan Lee will coach the two opposing teams. What if I took my love for hip-hop and comics and made it equal and gave the people Secret Wars Part 2, the long-awaited sequel? An animated hip-hop grudge match, I'll make it lethal. How would my favorite rappers perform in the face of evil? I take the RZA from Wu-Tang, yes, the Resurrector, versus Captain America, our nation's oldest protector of homeland security, the top defender, top avenger. He gets dropped and injured when raw hip-hop commences. Now it gets critical when Bobby Digital crushes Captain America. Perhaps the rest go and have to jump in it too. But the RZA was too nimble. The Red Skull licked off shots to hit him. RZA then launches the Wu symbol into the New York skyline. Time the Red Skull gets blown apart by the Ghostface killer alias Tony Starks, aka Iron Man. Ghostini the scientist, the top contender. What other Wu members could I enlist? Who's next to die in this? I would take Master Killer and Golden Arms versus Power Man and Iron Fist. Imagine Blade, the Black Hunter of vampires, going after DMX, the dog from the Rough Riders. I mean, there's no telling how they might react. I've seen how X can bite the track. Would Blade be afraid of fight and then leave with his life intact? Yo, Blade, I think you got me wrong. I ain't that type of cat. And if you try to step to the dog, I'll have to bite you back. I saw DMX break him apart, take him apart. He played with the art. I saw X drop a stake through his heart. Another mission accomplished. X came, saw, and he conquered. Buried Blade's body in a shallow graveyard in Yonkers. Imagine after seeing X putting in work, watching the ring, you see the illest pit bull in a skirt, repping the double R, the first lady from Philly, Eve, y'all, versus David Banner's Amazon cousin called the She-Hulk. Jump in the ring and start swinging. I see punches, they're moving in and out. Two femme fatales engaged in a cage match, two-woman bout. A lot of female rappers play but not Eve. They done got Eve knocking chickens out like Layla Ali. Then I see the She-Hulk kiss the canvas. Stan Lee now gets embarrassed, so his plan is to summon Submariner from Atlantis for due to include ATL in this war. It's foolishness, I just get ludicrous to settle the score. And then he bowed to brawl, you're about to fall. I spit alcohol and drown Prince Namor. Actually, he's no match for me. Put him to sleep beneath the sea, and then came Thor. Ludicrous and the mighty Thor, the battle I chose. Had Thor swinging his hammer while Chris was throwing them bows. He sent Thor back to Valhalla, made Submariner seasick, scores a victory for hip-hop plus the DTP click. My battle rapping is war, my raps is hardcore. Imagine a Rockefeller camp versus the Fantastic Four. As I get deep with it, Marvel Comics, street lyrics. As we proceed with it, Jay-Z versus Reed Richards. Imagine Mr. Fantastic and Hova going at it. Jigga spits like an automatic. Click, 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 it's over, damn it. Any static from Human Torch, y'all know the procedure. Send a message to young Memphis, he'll go and defeat him. M-Easy, believe me, Johnny, calling my game out. Come with it, I spit it real cool and out, putting your flame out. Remember, Memphis Secret Wars is a critical world where rappers disappear like a mill and the invisible girl. But let's not forget Benjamin J. Grimm. Now, what kind of rapper could Rockefeller get to slay him? I mean, who would step inside the ring? Who would have the right to swing? Enough muscle and might to bring Beanie Siegel fights the thing. Imagine Beanie and Ben Grimm going spit for spit. Beanie Siegel and the thing going brick for brick. Now what I saw was the boy get gully. He messed around and got knocked out by the Broad Street bully. But yo, we got a slight problem as the hobgoblin glides in. I see him dropping bombs on the crowd, so I'll just have to get freeway with the bump shotty. Shot him, firing, knocking him down. Ow. Reppin' the city of Philly,
Back to the ring when I'm distracted by Joey Crack. Fat Joe knocks out the Kingpin. The Kingpin thought that he could extort Don Cartagena, but not in this Terror Dome. This is Terror Squad's arena, and there's a lot of room for these rappers that I produced. Keith Murray came home in a hurry to box Dr. Doom. My miscellaneous, instantaneous battle techniques will leave him scarred, courtesy of the Dep Squad and LOD. Let's see the crowd's reaction from action. Turn up the lights. No doubt it's hype from all these rappers in my house tonight, but live via satellite. Look who's about to fight. From the Brick City, it's the Outsiders versus Alpha Flight. The Jersey Regulators, Young Z versus Vindicator. Rod Digger took out Snowbird with words, yes, she served and she slayed her. And later, as is in slang tongue with their pattern of rhyming. Kick back-to-back freestyles that took out Puck and the Shaman. The Outs tore it down like they do it on tour. Pace One punched out the Sasquatch and yelled, I declare war. Now it seems World War III is in progress. Of course, the Punisher would target the leader from Onyx.
Sticky fingers. I kill rappers while holding my gap. That means I'll slam the Punisher and put a hole in his back. You know how I act. What up? Try your luck. Let's see. You finished. I'm in it to win it for the USG.
As you can see, there's no casualties on my team. Me versus Stan Lee is more like man versus machine. I seen Exhibit from the west flying in versus Colossus X-Man with the iron skin.
Exhibit sucker punch, the Russian could knock it 10, knock the Finn.
There's no choice in my arena, it's either die or win.
This is all that happens if heroes target rappers. Then wouldn't Matt Murdock be going after Marshall Mathers? When Eminem then used the Daredevil for target practice? Slim Shady, maybe Ben Affleck catch wreck and then cause disaster. Somebody find a gurney, I'm a stretch the blind attorney. Bury him alive and burn him. Tell D12 he tried to hurt me. Now this certainly serves as a hideous mix when I call D12 to fight the insidious six. And this fight music produces bumps and bruises as the Scorpion and Rhino fight Conniver and Proof. And Swifty McVeigh slayed Mysterio on his illusions. Con artists gave the chameleon some minor contusions. Then I heard this loud sound. At first I thought was a bomb. No, you idiot. It's just Bizarre versus the Blob.
They went and took the belt from a battle I felt they enjoyed. Back to the 8 Mile where it's wild and held it down for Detroit. Now as the time runs out, Stan Lee is checking the clock. There's room for one last battle. Let's see if y'all feel me or not. My ultimate tag team would be like Biggie and Pac. Stan Lee would get the Black Panther to team up with Juggernaut. Biggie snatched off his helmet, threw it to a fan in the audience, turned to the crowd and said,
somebody should've gave that man a warning, cause I'ma floor him. This is real, not a performance. I'm the boy, sweet smoke comes my endurance.
Yeah, big, still reppin' blocks and BK. I say one of the best who was ever destined to rock. Rhyme sayer and slayer of Xavier's brother Juggernaut. But now, let's not forget the Black Panther and Pac.
Holla if you hear me. Superheroes is trying to kill me. The son of a panther to slam you. Ride with me and Stan Lee. I'm sure you remember me. Even in death, my words leave a legacy.
Hip-hop titans and giants at war when they died. In the afterlife, standing together, fighting side by side. From Marvel to DC to Dark Horse to Image. Bear witness to power of hip-hop. There are no limits to all worthy opponents. Heroes, challengers, contenders. These are the last Emperor's secret wars. I'm finished. Yo, when I got the mic in my hand and the camera's on, I make the crowd get hype and wanna blast this joint. Turn it up, it's all good, nigga, that's my song. Cold stomp through your hood like a mastodon. My raps is long and strong like an elephant tusk. The intelligent, rough lyrics that the end will discuss. Crush with the elephant, man, can't you tell that it's us? Ain't no sitting around now, man, y'all better get up. East, west, north, south, yeah, we calling y'all out. Any opposition to this is just getting stomped out. We came to take it from the bottom to the top of the line. Party people, show me where you at one time, cause
From
yo,
the front to the back, wherever you are, rolling tough in your truck, jumping out of your car, posting up in the club or your neighborhood bar. Say, here we are. Stomp it out, y'all. 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 Here we are.
yeah, I hear the roll call, stomp out song. We need that. Either come on, let's get it on, or ease back. See the difference between me and these cats? My flow is strong, I spit creatine caps. Strong to the ladies, hey, they probably want me. I don't follow them blindly, they follow me bluntly. Large appetite, my stomach is hollow, I'm hungry. I smash rappers like Solomon Grundy. As long as y'all want me, I'ma come right back and do what it takes to make the party bump like that. Mr. Walton, Evil D on the track. Stomp it out, y'all, show me where my people is at, cause y'all.
From the front to the back, wherever you are, rolling tough in your truck, jumping out of your car, posting up in the club or your neighborhood bar. Say, here we are. Stomp it out, y'all. 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 Here we are.
I yell it out, I can't say it too plain. This is my jungle, sucker, top of the food chain. I don't know what y'all thought when 2002 came, but this is my court and I'm running the new game. I smash and dent and crash and bend the glass and rim, blasting in. This is where my compassion ends, and I'ma make it quite clear. Check the captions, kid. Right here's where the action is. Poetical pachyderm, packing them in. Whole catcher, dough snatcher, put my back to the wind. These rappers is no match, feel the back of my Timbs. Stomp it out, y'all, showing why we at it again, cause
From
y'all.
the front to the back, wherever you are, rolling tough in your truck, jumping out of your car, posting up in the club or your neighborhood bar. Say, here we are. Stomp it out, y'all. 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 Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
There's an attack coming from the north.
Copyright MC 78 Degrees with my man, can you tell? DJ Phase on the wheels. We don't speaking weak, I'm see eagerly wait.
Attack from the west. Attack from the west.
Plain I don't make, donate my brain to science if I ever do. This residue's examined by every crew from Syracuse to Sacramento. You heard me, I make the king of the players wearing New Jersey. And start from scratch. Since my first strike herbs, the first mic clutched by me is an artifact. Clutching my rap is hard to do. I call your crew weak because it takes 7 days for them to stay on beat. And when they finally get on, their rhyme will be simultaneously spit on struck by the two-man head-on struck. Your stock who can withstand this man's skill. Like a switch battle if they got dumped in the landfill. Stand still, that's right, the anvil. Each round proves you have no props or mad skill.
Handle the jewels with care when you're riding. My aggressiveness is on another plane. Like the Godwin, Austin, Orphan, Golden, tax from form, a writer's block. Writer's jock, the rhyme station. My phrases are like mazes. Lock the mind, catch yours, that door, reality like the rapture. Oh God, you created the obscure organ. Nurse, give me the needle, deliver the people elixir. When the essential body rejects the unwanted, unwanted. I'm doing life, some of mine, all the rhyme. Baby, I got high vision, period. Like an out-of-body experience when I enter the orthodox style when I rock it. The Marvel, then escapes the sound like Asian Carvel.
Attack from the east.
It ain't even fact to me. In fact, we'll see the phantasm with a victim flip the play with like the Kool-Aid to react. Short, lily eyes, drive the prize. Another brother's mic to stop the frequency. See? With the mic to fight the flight, another brother's victory. Contort the most masculine MC's masculinity. The violent day more than flamingo. It's so spring to knock time and I begin to bend the materials. Shock your stimuli. Sprain, rip your delivery vein, inflicted the anti-inferior MC exterior. Work it over. Witness this rich match, they rapid dispatch and flows the cat's lungs, turtles. Each early MC amazing. This second the rhyme with a design in the game. Didn't say when then I engage in activation.
Attack from the west. Attack from the west.
Knives to get ripped. Fuck what you said. Serve you crabs, 4 pieces of shit between 2 slices of Wonder Bread. And from what I understand, you think I'm God. It's sorta true. I ain't expensive on those who can't afford to lose. Need full cars of pathetic squads. Americans express themselves and get charged with credit cards. Put the bombs properly read. Once explain my dick's the other white meat, your Muslim mom offered me head, but I rejected. The whore ain't worth my time or sperm. While you write rhymes the same night you learn. I got rhymes to burn and rhymes since death forced me to rock mics in sign language. I'm flying it's through my dynamics. MC's none of a panic landed from the planet man. You can shoot the gift to the stand with the cannon. I'm on this earth, did this cruise I'm flying on Beth. Robinson's birth just proves that you haven't caught on yet. Hell's like Tetris, see you fit. One should teach you to quit. You precious pieces of shit should leave rhyming to people with wits and stop whining and preaching to kids. Deplete the sun and freaking eclipse. But I drop exceeds a ton. When I engineered the engineers to run. So for you to postpone owning my ghost homes will greatly benefit you. And if I offend you, fuck you, I intend to. Copyright extends to Saturn and back twice. For those that lack patterns with whack rhymes, I smash atoms and battle for the flicks to collapse mics. I'll humble anyone who brings it. Fuck R&B and anyone who sings it.
Broadcast on September 13th, track 1. Broadcast on September 12th, track 2.
The microphone, I'm stingy with it. You'll need a legion of angels with vice grip to the pen with it. If you wanted the heavyweight, makes your cipher pay the cost. And any nigga under 1,000 pounds is getting tossed. Believe what you wanna believe, from the Bible to astrology. But when I step into the cipher, rappers don't practice and idolatry. Immune to humans will over-finish the kind of outlook. So come at me with Mac, and I hit that ass with advanced calculus. I'll bring my match to the rapid class. You wanna battle? Bring a bazooka Bible, fully clothed in the church just to back your ass. Pull out your can of ass whooping. I'll pull out my jaw and whoop a can's ass. You tried to give an ass whooping but couldn't. None of y'all niggas are tight on the mic device with lame minds. I'll blow you out with the same line, with the same rhyme. At the same time, you could be Einstein to the night power. I'm still taking your chin, I take you out. Even if my IQ was negative 10, correcting you in, you issue a challenge up in his mind bout. Just to be fair, I'ma let you get your first 50 rhymes out. I hold the mic, ruin your prototype with motor strike. Throw the like some motherfuckers who think they own the right to fight. Who think they better than this? Open rap in like a fork. Kid, let her rip. I got a brain in my ass. Of course I'm dropping the clever shit. Let it spit poison ivy. Big minds never get by. My verses are super dope. Marvel drug dealers can't prescribe. Go ask your mom to sign your permission slip to get your ass kicked. You sound like the bass of a faggot. Fuck a trash bitch. Your rhymes depend on punchline, but my threats will drop your ass. Punchlines I'm packing coward, or the lines that sock your ass. I can blast that weak fake ass freestyle of yours with mine on contact. Only time your ass got freestyle when I'm giving you my rap. For you to deal with motor soldier me, you better summon a universe.
Attack from the east.
Into your spleen, hurt your dream. Jerk, you see I've been fly. An acid enzyme, digest the verse of mine. I'll be forced to eat you from the inside. Inside, inside, inside.
At the speed of light, incredibly, alphabetically, managed to come before you like the letter T. You better be at least right when it comes straight. Don't violate. I put an end to the week like Friday. I've been riding way before I the way had a dog, and even before the song became a fucking catalog. Direct from your pits from which I am honest. How can you claim precision chords when your vision is blurred? Enter the center of sight, but your mic will be sitting and burned. 10 minutes more, I'm preventing this engine to work. You primitive beings, you can't sing and finish your word before my crew gets a chance to finish you first.
On the deck and you suckers press play. I rose on the second day just for the hooks. Cause it was written in any manuscript that my shame wouldn't play. No believers would play. Time would change, spitting venom in megahertz ever since birth. Got a mic as my church. While you living by words, I exhale from the highest mountains. Got your hearts pounding like it's escaping your chest. I'll be burning through flesh when I bless this, swinging my sword. Watching Newports, recognize the vapors you pour. When you hurt me, that's probably right. Hit you and make you when I bomb in this eon. My God is tried sturdy since my first day out in the field. All is solidness without a deal. I leave this shit signed and sealed. This with ankles and flicks. Pain along, razors long, singles and sips to take beats to play. To spit with it forever, it's a radio play. Please don't say magic and so you scattered from earth, shot and world. Rest on your skin, listen again. Ankles, finish your exoskeletons, neon. Misled, misled, sad misinformation. And instead of this bed, we set others each. And can't duplicate space.
Attack from the east.
Control what's in your own place. Ship shapes into something usually distasteful. Killable to all the enemies you make your faithful.
With my superhuman mutant deficiencies, I raise away my way to mazes and tendencies. The finish breeze and simplify my strange ways, raise your blood springs and cell type. I hold mics, my own spikes, I fight with fists for spreader. Catapulting my thoughts and strategies. My battery assaults and solving the splatter anatomy, but that'll be backtracking. I battle antimatter and curved words, swervers, even under the influence of feedback. Picking patterns bust. I'm sniffing Saturn's dust. I'm splitting atoms and bust. Randomly handling the leagues of MCs, the species, the feces, receive beats, the species leads me to be very meticulous. The rustic and the rigorous act, a non-noxious, I rock blocks of oxygen. It's the uncanny, oddly cosmic organism. Need to take the more man-made mechanism and stand strong once again. Spread, stimulus into this, into the lactic, incidents and increments of waxness. Spread to the main vein, contaminate the mainframe, contaminate the mainframe, contaminate the mainframe. DTD stacks are non-systematic. I slash addicts on schematics, ace the slash mathematics, and the practicing attacking with acrimony black. I'm on the fire, subsidize my dynamics. My rhymes are wireless, bypass entanglement, and with whack raps the facts, I'm quick to shred it. Set it beside your PCs, premium C's. You receive the degrees of magnetic. As I proceed to puncture particles of space fabric, my mental beast releases articles of waste matter. Bet you never before, but a more metaphysical metaphor. I calculate the fate and data sent by data patterns. They blend, knocking, expanding, scanning, they static. With flows, I unleash the panic, then I seize the planet. Then blemish, diminish disease. Indeed, I deliver myself in degrees of granite, leaving empire MCs and frantic states for quarters 2 times I hate to be from niggas on earth plates. Wait. Also, I'm great beyond the magnitude of enzymes. Straight triggers the molecules, and then I've been mine. Straight, we plan to take a vibe back to the days of 10 times 8. With multiple stanzas, and I manhandle the grammar, and it's understandable to have cannibal tendencies, and it's the paranormal. Man, I'm never normal when I'm hitting them, getting them, picking them paragraphs, sitting them, hitting them, getting them paragraphs. In the vastness of my solar system, I hold in distant incompetence. What sickness is immense intense. What sickness is, the mission is to control the weakness and lead this, needs the
work on yourself as you go through the day. They are high voltage, they magnetize, they electrify.
Watch me, selector style, sexy style, play out laid out on the mattress. River the tactics, slinging the dick. Got you jetted into a backflips, attracted to the flow, electromagnetic magnets. Get the picture, frame, flow so similar, couldn't get no thicker. Name this technique. Aim sick, same dick, dangling, meddling, strangling the brain core. Synthetic MC, pathetic, you need help. There's no hair, kitty, that what I'm putting your rhymes into the atmosphere. Gramming grams of fatness, hold on to the radioactive seeds, squat dusting like Atlas. Thinking you can match this, suck a bass, catch this, floating like apparatus, unsure of yourself, so you check your perspiration status. And when you batteries get to the point like that, and if you start losing women on the track, that high, gold name, ultimate rhyme with ultimate rhymes, with the range, significant lines to pick up ultimate times, compress grammar, force on amateurs with no manage, stand addiction, play a bit, but I leave you with more holes in the pistol in with trigger tension, baby, I mention. Yeah, some said I haven't grabbed the mic lately, pardon, but the last mic I touched filed molestation charges. Keep rocking, I'm not bored enough, gave you time, now you're rushing through your verses like Gorbachev. I be housing kids so much I get mortgage cuts, copyright the one mind orchestra, showing y'all there's more to do than torching blunts, why I be endorsing stunts, strutting past me, heading towards the polo section of the mall. When they ask me, are you gonna buy me this one? Not at all. I reply, I'm seeing runs of my veins deep, while my bucks race or stay sleep. Economically, attention's paid, the freestyles displayed, I got so ill to the point I stay home from school every day. However, absent minds try to test the rap lord. My last lesson was a chalk outline on the blackboard. Study that, money raps, whack or unwraps. You get no dabs and guns, caps, grunts, chap lips, chapstick to sucking. I'm like Ralph Lauren Dahl into my web of destruction. But you couldn't hack it. With Sandra Bullock, Dennis Miller co-starring in an audience to back. Why you vibe them heckling, throwing tomatoes and ratchets? You play balls and while I'm doing like you hope to catch it. Then stay frozen, watch me as I congregate on faggots. Make us magnetizing rackets. We got you busting nuts and bolts trying to fight script or adjectives. Agitating maggots live no longer than 5 minutes. When I defy the laws of dry gimmicks with my niggas. Yeah, with my niggas. We can set it OFF my way. I put an end to the week like Friday. Gathering untangibilistic, cannibalistic twist. The niggas that crack your world, making the flow fatter. Scrambling your data. Mixing in her face, baby. Facts of the matter. Small as I can make a base. White rhymes get calculated on Macintosh. Computers and database. I'm a tutor for the MC, the rock slide. No job, they're key. Rappers jump to the jog. Flock to the gog like the racing team with the big stop. But I'm hot five. Sometimes I wanna pack raps. Bust little paper, eat crabs or wise cracks. Swing, better swing is the bitch. Here comes the high. Contact, rhyme fat, never hated, simulated bliss. High-tech, holographic abusiveness. Stunts get put on, stuck with the dick. What blunts get pulled, they get rejected with a quick this maneuver. Easily executed, amateurs step into it like maneuver. Shoot me with the syringe again, doctor was dope. Double the dose, sparking choice, I'm sticking my fingers inside, get some high voltage. Liquor like an envelope in postage.
What is it?
I be a troglodyte holding mic. Crowphones, oh no, here comes substance oozing from headphones into eardrums. Shouts to opium prodigy, funk friends, etc. Let it the words connect, only improve, which means better get another one to mic. Don't expect another like the Mega Man. Copyright, veteran, unannounced. Give me a 12-inch, I'll take a mile, make a child, metamorphosize. Metaphorically, I'm proud as James to be proud. Hey, you say it loud, pay no attention when I say pay dues, so what you pay it now? My mentality says rock on to the break of social security. The break of dawn is too premature for me. Word is born, word grows, word leaves and marries on. In other words, reproduced, my legacy then carries on and on. The snake swallows his tail. Snails and amphibians better than practical when I exhale. Because I bust fly, lyrics here it must die. Repeat the feat, I'm capable to randomly handle these MCs that be weak. I like the iron mic down like Desiree. Got MCs lying like they got a resume to compare with the rare. When these MCs sell some, they expose their ass. My pen stops only when my verse is well done. With the skills that pay the bills. In the eyes of A&R, you're not ill until you made a meal. Uranus is in my space. Back when out of this don't get you open and your brain must be on master lock. I'm at the point of my life where Mach 5 is old school. I rap with tech. Knowledge he catch and wreck. He or she who intercepts will then interfere with fate. Then will be removed from existence when I innovate.
sellout shit. Yo, coming out of the crevices of the underground is Tage Proto.
And copyright MC, 78 degrees.
With a questionnaire that is yet to be answered.
Somebody's got to start it.
Yo, why would you choose to battle Tage when you're average?
And how could someone of the opposite oppose copyright?
We prefer to think about the responsibilities we have to music.
We're absolutely, positively sure we got the cure for the common rhyme at the being time.
A house mice with innovative furniture. And engrave upon the palms of pawns an eternal eviction notice. Many linear webs. Not a familiar verse, instead it causes me to only lose battles each 31st of Feb. Your ethnic background's European, the part, and I'm seeking a odd-speaking, even captain of applause for the coupling structural engineer / minister, Africa editor with sources, divorces of planets, hemispheres. With text etched in my pad, I'm a biochemical art lecture, major tutor, my professor. At the artistic school of Columbus, that ass. Regarding your completion of speech, you better all sleep in the beach. I'm eager to teach any MC a lesson. The only man I fear is my nigga Reed, and his last name is Lection, so you make the connection. It erases homeostasis even with a hiatus. While out across glaciers you can't catch wreck if it were contagious. Face this, my basis is to perplex eclectics, put hectic electrons through a hiatus.
Nevertheless,
arrest your status, pattern of palindromes, devise a metronome, a race car and a space ball. They confiscate your face card. You reverse with stratagems that stimulate narcoleptics after third shifts, headaches to theoretics, that it's to medics. It's useless in fighting that. In fact, if I bit my tongue and bite me back and attack in spite of the splits, it's the unsung who guns conundrums. I'm enough to know this first serves as backstage passes to your puppet show.
So, why would you choose to battle Tage when you're average?
And how could someone of the opposite oppose copyright?
Be it clock, calendar, or just rap. Time is gone.
Yo, we're absolutely, positively sure we got the cure for the common rhyme at the being time.
Check it out. These two neurotoxin, non-typic phonic writers, option battles, the highest bidding biters, watching objects collected from dimensions unheard. I mention one word, self-proclaimed competition wants to listen. Yo, for lame, help to drop the mission. Constantly toss consonants toward consonants to inflict with fluctuating speech to meet teach and flush factions, using words that speak louder than action. Amplify talk to spark shit off with me. I got rappers once thought they ran shit afraid to walk with me. And mainstream later may study extreme text, which aims at teams to dash only to take a range of green checks. And we still remain suspension engineers and biochemists. So we say when the end is near. Talk crab cats catch calls from too ill, no matter where. Location has no effect when you get the pattern teared or torn. That scares the crowd and dares them on. I hold your dignity, collaterals, and detonate. Prepare the bomb. Strictly legend status, indeed expect. This ain't a verse, it's my acceptance speech for your respect. And I wasn't born, in fact, created on impact. Combustion, spontaneous eject, lethal scent, touch sight, mic clutch, might lead to death. Breaking records previously set, my crumbs break a sweat, so I ask,
why would you choose to battle Tage when you're average?
And how could someone of the opposite oppose copyright?
Why would you choose to battle Tage when you're average?
And how could someone of the opposite oppose copyright?
Focus, while all equals around,
lose sight, showing all motherfuckers what hip-hop's supposed to sound like. We're absolutely, positively sure we got the cure for the common rhyme
at the being time. We're absolutely, positively sure we got the cure for the common rhyme
at the being time. Mega heart, yeah. Kamuteo, Tage prototype, yeah. Copyright MC. Rockin'
bad boy, here we come.
Hit him up one time, during jail.
I possess what you stupid motherfuckers need to get. If it ain't megahertz or Weatherman, it's a piece of shit. The mic's the word solution to evenness, cause you go through twice the persecution Jesus did. I'll step on stage in a black cape with a whack rhyme about your fat date and how I met your mommy on the chat line. This fool Nelson will put you in the fool Nelson. If you lay him face down and your stool's out with 1,000 of your fans ready to kill me. And tell the sound man if you wants to jump in, he can feel free. Instead of threats in your face, I sprayed your ass to hell, blast myself and resurrected a day later. So drop the mic this instant. Pocket knife through the throats of those that commit copyright infringement. A sick, twisted vengeance. I keep crapping on opponents and sleep on more rappers than the homeless. So live a constant misery. I don't spit positivity. I spit on positivity and send fakes to a grim fate. Labels can drop me, I don't give a shit. I'm in it to vent hate. If they're dumb enough to sign me, great. Got a list of 100 things I hate, and you're number 1 through 98. If you hearing on B bitch singing on my tape, it's cause you got a gallon of my semen flinging to her face. Copyright, pass the motherfucking mic to LP. I make you rhymes fear my newest steeds and time travel to battle pioneers that influenced me. My mind is more shine than a diamond's core. If you ain't me, what the fuck you wasting your time rhyming for? And who's the bitch that couldn't prove his bitch? Tried to double cross me and got nailed to a crucifix. If you got a crew, then the cat you losing with. Hack your hotmail, send a breakup letter to your bitch. Got balls are granted. Who won it first? I use all the planets as love beats for Mother Earth. This verse shows hate for each day the earth rotates. On tour, I fuck 20 stores per state. My mind's a fort with knives at the core. Once you cross the threshold, you ain't finding a door. And I keep my promise. Copyright infinite, pass the mic to Muteo. Now pay homage. Spit that shit, motherfucker, from Columbus to New York. I rock the mic, eat pork.
Yo, the deal.
Eat pork, y'all. Eat pork.
We're eating pork.
We're eating pork.
your raps while you got your back from behind. Your man will play your back like a joystick attached to your spine. You talking a lot, bullshitting me when you secretly sneak your writtens and you're all for the top. I'll turn an open mic into an open fight. Pick the hardest nigga in the crowd and spit on his wife. You can be the fastest rapper, but on the mic, I'm faster than the speed that's faster than the speed of light. I'll turn you soft back cookies into mushy dicks. Even if I came at you vaginal, you be pussy whipped. I'll beat cats, knock you in the next week. Use a time machine, see you next week and knock your ass 2 weeks back. You're only underground and I'll bury your life. I'm underground but don't follow underground stereotypes. The bomb sex soldier, you want a concept? I'll give it to you all because it's a concept. Ladies and gentlemen, stop your applause. I'm not here to rock the crowd, I'm in the crack some fucking skulls in. Which one of y'all wanna grab the mic like you the choke? Let's see you choose which way to run when I'm paving your soul. Jakai Cage, the Muteo, copyright Cage. Yak balls, Greasley, you and Masai Bay. Rattle them in, you wonder how we wreck it's over your head. Battle me in the thundercloud forever over your head. I'm killing mine, think twice before you diss me. Better yet, loop your fucking thoughts and think about 1,000,000 times. And if you still intact, you probably won't be allowed to rap because your brain will tell your mouth you whack. Compete with me like South, I'm the best. I even see like MCD, ONALDS. I'm killing 151 while we kick it, chilling with your son, hooking him up with disease bitches. You think you big, you fucking female freak? I'll shrink you like honey, that's fucking female shit. Please look, your whole steez is took from a cheese book. Son, I got styles like teamwork. I won't listen to your rhymes cause I'm stubborn as fuck. He told you you don't, they said you don't, I told you you suck. Columbus Crew's put it down, intellect, foul mouth, dust, clown or you loud mouth fucks. I'm past the hype, you rhyme, I know you lost it. Not trying to pass the mic, fine, I'll throw you off it. Ladies and gentlemen, stop your applause. I'm not here to rock the crowd, I'm in the crack some fucking scores. Which one of y'all wanna grab the mic like you the choke? Let's see you choose which way to run when I'm paving your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, stop your applause. I'm not here to rock the crowd, I'm in the crack some fucking scores. Which one of y'all wanna grab the mic like you the choke? Let's see you choose which way to run when I'm paving your soul.
So throw atop the detox units, most wonderless. Connecting with creative connoisseurs. We blow our nose out your brain tissue. Let the pain kiss you. Neutralize the planet of Krypton with a T on my chest. Fans of Lois and Clark's generation quickly forgot the letter S. Better guess again its stage. Stages vibrate. I thirst for knowledge, but waiting on you, my brain would dehydrate. Thus I'm self-quenched instead of primate. The global crush eruption. From my microphone lust taken to extremes with fatal stings. Big by the queen killing me. Got rappers in my room awaiting king slashes in the pillory. Masters in classes for this soliloquy. My peers steadily smashes the delivery. For you an unfortunate fix, inflict an adrenaline rush. Making the average Nigerian blush of those who tend to rhyme feminine hush. My esoteric set wrecking ethic. Got river dance off the rhythmic method. Matter of fact, we go back. My triple great granddads wiped out your ancestors. Spitting poetical polio. Dominate my notepad, transform to the lyrically documented portfolio. Simply to put emphasis on its caliber. Massacre's the consequence. Draining your confidence. I stay focused. Schooling those who spit lactose intolerance. Tage. Kryptonite.
Blemish when it hit. And when I'm pumping pussies, believe me, I release the inner city shit. No mystery, the endorphins that give all school the antimatter intensity. Tree ain't committed to rhymes, king, cause nigga love what's in the army. Say it with me, better butter me up, better be butter when you step. Stutter, rap, the minutes when we make it. Under the breath, motherfucker, get churned in the margarine. There's no margin to bear upon Prince Pussy, I'm empathetic. Daddy couldn't fit a graph when I sketch it. On the inbox, by these doors and stretch marks when I text and hack. More men than jeans, wilder when I rip. I'm in the side of it, got niggas scattering. Straight from the abdomen, the pattern. Handle the static in the gym. And when I get my hands on you, you hate that we engage. I enslave the brave, my rage, ripping the page. For the fuck of life with your reverend grand plays. I get made to your maze.
Sonic waves combine and burn his brainwaves.
Hungry for flesh unless it's infected. The body rejects, the whack gets selected. And these rappers for actors get directed. And the roles they play The fire warrant tightens a mind expansion. Since time began with the cold magnum on fathom flow patterns thrown at him. I freak MCs at any frequency desired. Coach flows in first class, frequently I'm flyer. Your data died back with beta. Alloy your golden platinum, known to give mics when God gave to Adam. The omnipotent hallucinogen ruins your shit again. Rips the ins and outs of your blueprinted routes. Add minutes when I spin it on its axis. I've expanded like the laboratory door behind you. Enter in panic. For centuries I'm magnanimous and it's no escape. Those clones whose bones I break, chose roads they take now. Notice whose flow is late. Overdose on anticipation while I blow domes with loaded clips of racing thought at the speed of disbelief. You're missing teeth. My left testicle is more impressive than your whole existence. Leave the microphone alone, don't risk. Each head in your zone's a statistic. Apprentice, I write rhymes endless. Whatever's written with my state pen gives you a lifetime sentence. Vital, perhaps you've heard of my rhyme book entitled Guinness. Copyright infinite, my clue's in it with the rhyme. Fuck what your mom named you and remember mine. Copyright. Kryptonite. 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 Kryptonite.
Chicago motor mouth, the true definition of raw. Go ahead and eat me, my worms will devour your jaws. You want the real shit? Hold out your palms and let me place my ass on them. I donate to the cause. I bet a whore wouldn't fuck with your easy metaphors. Set a course to simple simile planet you vanish. I'm sick of hearing weak comparisons. I'll smack you dense. You fuck with me, I'll make your whack ass practice abstinence. You in the house, I'll go up in your crib and trash your turf to show you how you left your self-esteem in mama's afterbirth. You got a pile of tricks, I got a pile of shit. I'll toss it at you like, here, go play with this while I rip. I'll go to heaven and bargain with God for control of the pole. Just go to hell with a flying pig and freeze it over. You old as fuck, ain't you? You walk your talk, pal? Snatch off your kneecaps. Walk now. When I enter a room with a handful of goons screaming, they rap like a bag of buffoons. I bash you with rules. Which one of y'all silly niggas think you can rock the mic? I'll hit you with a box of 50,000 copyrights. Throw your hardest punches at me, I'm still awake. The easiest way to sleep me is by playing your tape. I'll crack your melon. Yo, might this child be out of place? Kid, I'm happy as you're coming. Wipe the smile right off your face. Lay a finger on Jakai, watch how I dish you. I'll possess your whole family and make your mama rip you. I'll follow you to your lover's house, kick in the front door, let one of my bitches beat your ass while I fuck yours. You crazy the day the pain stops. I'll rain on your parade with raindrops the size of Mercury. So bring the baddest nigga in your clique to open me. I'll throw a verse at him, that'll have your whole whack hoop quoting me.
Christ himself said I'm nice as hell. You once was a fraction of my faction. I'm twice the scale. Your eyes will melt once I propel out wits. The hardest joint on your album would be our sellout shit. I distribute a poisonous mixture of venom and vinyl. MC for you is a tentative title. Drop whichever primitive idol you worship. Learn to praise he who a virgin gave birth to and nurtured. I murder words and turn the dictionary into the obituary. My niche is to spit beyond, and rock on to the break of social security. The break of dawn is too premature for me. I bounce nervous towards earth, your head will burst, and my mouth's more to run to 12,000 megahertz. You got nowhere near what it takes to injure me. You unfit to challenge anybody whose name even begins with C, so keep it down. We won't stoop to how you greet and sound. Me and a motor mouth will talk shit until our teeth are brown. Then freeze time and watch you age. It hurts for you to admit my birth marks the dawn of a new age.
I got a proposal that'll cause disposal to sappy widespread. If a rapper ain't a 10,
then put a 9 to his head.
Pull the trigger if be whack.
Now that'll cause a lot of strife.
Most rappers nowadays couldn't be tight if they rap for their life. I hold the mic. Moving your prototype with motor strike.